Greetings everyone on this beautiful sunny day, and thought I'd move outside today. Just makes me think because I've got a lovely few Reiki courses coming up this month and next month. So I thought today, I'd explore the world of Reiki training and just give you 7 kind of things that come to my mind as we discuss it. And I won't keep you too long, so I'll just get straight on. And the first thing is, when we come to a course, do you want to know a little bit about me? And I would describe about myself. I'm going to do that in this video. That would be a subject for another time perhaps. But obviously when you go to a course, you want to know who you're dealing with, who you're working with. But then it's not just about me. It's also about the people I'll be working with. So I'd like to know the person, why they're coming for Reiki. Why do they want to learn it? What's called them here? It's just as important really, because it's their journey really. It's not my journey. I'm just here to help. So that's the first thing that we want to talk about. Then I briefly talk about the history. I don't tend to spend too much time on history because we can all look this stuff up online if we want to, but of course it is right that we look into where Reiki comes from and how it's evolved, and how many different forms of Reiki. You'll be astonished. Different ways have bifurcated over the years. And I can tell you now, the way I teach will be so different to any other forms, but ultimately every one of us Reiki masters, teachers, want to achieve the same thing, and that is about setting somebody on their path as best we can. Then we talk about the principles as well. Reiki principles really are the cornerstone of what Reiki is all about. And again, there's 5 principles in main. Some of these have changed in different forms, but again, ultimately the ultimate aim is that we kind of just be the best we can be really. Reiki really is not about all the healing, it's about your own development, about your own enlightenment, which may surprise some of us when we hear that. And then we'll look at the third thing. I want to look at level 1. So what happens at level 1 Reiki? I'm just going to do 3 levels here. I know there's some that have a lot more levels and so forth. This is the different strands of Reiki, but the way I teach, there's 3 levels. Reiki level 1, it's really about introducing you to the energy of Reiki, really getting you to focus on your own self-healing. You know, that's where we start with. Don't get me wrong, that goes through all levels as you carry on, but obviously primarily it's about your self-healing, and it all happens through something called an attunement. An attunement basically is where we tune you in basically to the Reiki energy. It's a bit of a ritual, shall we say, where we adjust your frequency so you are able to receive this beautiful energy. It is quite something, I can promise you, and everyone's experience is different. Some people get a lot of sensations, other people don't get much at all. But again, really, Reiki is about introducing to that, and you can work with friends and family as you're looking to develop your understanding, develop your own intuition, and learning a few techniques that will assist you with that. The 4th point I'm going to talk about is level 2. It's now when we're level 2, now my style, I would say to someone, leave it a good few months before you come ready for level 2. I'm not the sort of person who goes 1, 2, 3 in a weekend. We don't do that, because that allows you time to adjust that energy. And level 2 is really where we start introducing you to symbols, a way that was introduced by Isui to certain officers in the Navy, so they could use Reiki on the field, on the fly basically. And it was a quick way to introduce energy in that scenario. So this is what level 2 is all about. We go into that. There is distant healing. We introduce you to distant healing as well. And by the end of level 2, you could potentially set up your own Reiki practice where you would deal with the public, for want of a better word. So there are obviously certain things we have to go over there as well. Bear in mind, this is a very brief synopsis of each one of these. Obviously there's a lot more to it than that, but I'm just going over the brief points, and I'm sure many of my fellow Reiki masters just want to, actually, you should be doing this at level 2. Please put in your comments what you would like to recommend as well, because you understand that this is just a very brief synopsis. The 5th one, no surprise, it's level 3. So level 3 is, well, the highest one that I teach, and it's basically master teacher. Some courses do a master course and I do a teacher course. We can do it all in one. And when you're at level 3, obviously it's what it says on the tin. You could, if you wanted to, start learning to teach people. We introduce you to something called the Reiki Master symbol, that energy, and a few other ones as well. And we also taught you about ethics and your responsibility of being a Reiki Master teacher and being there for someone when they call upon you. because the way I teach, I like to think that we don't just teach you and leave you and that's it, off you go. I like for people to stay in touch. I found over the years some people will drift away, whether they didn't feel I was the right person for them. That's fair enough, but most people that I've trained do stay in touch, and we've got a beautiful community now, and we keep on building it. That's really what I believe should be the way. And we come to the 6th point, often towards when we develop our sort of Reiki journey. I set up a little online group, and on the day as well, Q&A, questions and answers. Probably don't know all the answers, to be honest. I have my knowledge, but together, and this is what I love, as a community, we can help each other. And I'm blessed to have quite a few Reiki master teachers who I've taught have gone on to great things, and we learn ourselves. We learn, we share, we grow. And that is really what it's all about. And I'm loving this YouTube journey, by the way, because I'm linked up with a couple of people on here who are Reiki Master teachers themselves, and it's so nice that they come along to me Zoom meetings as well, and it's just brilliant. I love that. Which brings me to the final point I'm going to discuss today. What happens at the end? You get your certificate, and then I invite you to join our community. Mainly, I do it mainly on Facebook, so we have a little group there. I'll be honest, a lot of people keep quiet. That's understandable. But then every week I do a little Zoom meeting, and it's often we have a little chat about how everything's going, and then I'll think of something for us to do. It's really informal, it's really light energy, but the energy we're building collectively as we do this is quite incredible. It's amazing. I'm so sort of happy to be able to give that to people. And so I'm going to give this out to you guys watching now. If you are a Reiki sort of like practitioner master and you want to get involved in this Zoom meeting, just put a comment below and say you're interested in that, and then I would send you a swipe file. It does mean give your email address so that I can contact you, and then if we align, because I have to be careful because you never know who's going to be coming online, but if we agree and it feels right for each other, I'd have you along. We can have some beautiful discussions, build a community, and build that healing energy as we keep going forward. That's it for today, and I hope you like this new form outside, because I'm just hoping now I can transfer this onto the PC. But that's the thoughts of today. And like I say, if you want to get involved in all this, drop a like in the comments, and please feel free to subscribe if this appeals to you. Much love to you all. Catch you at the next one.